Welcome to Futro Hidden Movie Gems. Today, Jordan Christensen, and I'm trying to think of a good quote. All I can think of is, I can't think of a good quote besides lots of cocaine. That was me snorting cocaine.
Terrible.
Oh, and my co-host, Nick.
Is that a marijuana cigarette?
On national television.
And you know what? I was going to do the other one. Sandwiches? Sandwiches. That was one of my favorite parts of the movie. And we just get into that right off the bat. Because that whole scene when they were with those guys and they, basically turn them down. They're like, this is crap. Ain't going to go anywhere. He's like, well, we got a better story. Tell them about the idea.
Oh, that's right.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Frank? No, I'm Frank. Let's all be Frank, okay? So,
He was so good and clever and witty and quick. Gosh dang, dude. Will Forte. I mean, he stole this show.
Sure did.
Nick and I just watched, we were supposed to watch Hostage, but Nick, of course, put it up the last second. And
well, this is almost better. Different type of movie.
Different, very different.
I was in the mood at this moment to watch a comedy, and it didn't disappoint.
Yes, which is so fun because it's like they take all these new comedic actors playing old comedic actors, and so it's kind of fun to see the guy from Community play Chevy Chase, and then you got
right.
Those wigs. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so let's get right into it. This came out in 2018 on Netflix. I saw it when it first came out. I enjoyed it a lot, actually, even more so than the second time. I still enjoyed it rewatching it. However, for some reason, Will Forte's partner, Henry, he kind of drove me nuts. I loved him the first time because I thought that was kind of an interesting balance between the two. He was kind of the man that was keeping everything together while Douglas was kind of just having fun. And it collapsed as soon as Henry left the company. It just it was a slow decline. I don't know what was even.
It probably would have been me.
I don't even know what was keeping this company together. Maybe it was just the cocaine. I don't know.
It was the intrigue.
It was, but. What I love,
and they had a couple good movies, man.
Yes, I love Animal House and I love Caddyshack. Great freaking movies. And then it went on to make other things, but not with who's Will Forte playing? Douglas Kenny, which very interesting person. It's kind of fun to see the history behind it, especially because when I had first seen this, I had actually just seen Animal House and Caddyshack for the first time, which was really fun to see how it all kind of came together and to see the wild minds behind it, because these guys are absolutely bananas.
Yes, they are.
But
we probably would have been that same way.
Yes,
back in the 70s, 80s.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I loved about it the first time watching this is because it seriously, it almost motivated me to want to keep doing things like, podcasting, making videos, just creating. There's something about a creative mind and mindset that's just very motivating. And to see these guys really kind of just throwing out all their crazy and creative, interesting ideas and throwing it at the wall and then see what sticks. It's very fun to see the creative process in action. And I thought this movie was very creative in telling that story. So, Nick, what was it like watching it the first time?
Well, this might have been my first time watching it. I don't remember. I'm watching it, I'm like, did I watch this? Or did I just watch the preview? I couldn't remember.
Well,
But watching it for the first time, which may have been again today, I obviously loved it, And it got me, laughing pretty much the whole time. This is my type of humor, even though it's only got a 6.7, whatever. Again, I admit it. I like horrible movies as long as they keep me interested. This movie kept me interested. So, kept me going. And there was a lot in that movie I didn't know. I've heard of Douglas Kenny before. I know National Lampoons, and a lot of the newer stuff too. The newer National Lampoons, but the down and National Lampoons too, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, the magazine, yeah, I never read that and stuff. I mean, I've seen images of those magazines, but
yeah, it was great. Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a piece
Next.
It's a piece of history that I wasn't super familiar with. So it's just very interesting. And then to dive more into both his history and his relationship with his family and I like how they kind of make lighthearted of it. And that's, I mean, it's just full with so many comedians. They had so many fun cameos in this show.
And so many great actors.
Yes.
And like you said before, too, the people they were representing was hilarious. It was awesome.
Yeah, so Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And then I love how the studio is pushing the gopher. Like, it's fun to see all angles and aspects of making movies and trying to write. As a creative person, like, writing, it's so fun to see, like, the studio coming in, oh, you need the gopher. And he's like, I don't want your stupid gopher. This movie's a piece of shiz. It's just like, I don't want this. And there's so many moments like that just make me appreciate what a creative mind has to go through in order to get their work out. Like, how hard it was and how many people. And it's so funny, like, that one studio executive, like, these jokes are so inappropriate. Like, these are so racist. Like, we're never going to get these things pushed through. And then after it was, really big and everybody loved it, he's like, oh, I knew the whole time it was going to be good. This is executives,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They're always upset until they see the profit that it makes. Then they're happy about it.
I just remember the part when he brought the goats to his mom and dad's house.
Yes.
He's got that thing attached to his Porsche, and he just see his mom like, what are those? Well, Dad was always complaining about the lawn not getting mowed, so I got you goats.
He's like, and now they're gonna crap all over my yard. He's like, that's free manure.
Yeah, it's fertilizer. They threw that in for free. It's great. And they're just roaming around, and as they're talking to that guy, he's just out chasing the goats.
I just love it because it's like what it would be like to work with a comedian that just somebody that never takes life seriously or anything seriously. And their work environment totally reminds me of like a place on Wall Street, where just everybody's like absolutely crazy. They're, hitting racquetballs around the office and it's just chaos. And I mean, obviously it was dramatized in this movie, but I mean, I can't imagine it being that far off if people are all doing cocaine and stuff. So.
Oh, yeah, they were partying hard.
I love when he gets the tennis balls and he cuts them open. It's just like full with cocaine.
Oh, man, what it would have been like in the 70s and 80s.
All right,
just want to go back there and just like party with all them. Just for like 2 days, 3 days maybe, if I can hang. Then jump back, because I can't live at that. I wouldn't be able to live at that time forever. No iPhones, no nothing, no. So I'll just hop back like a vacation.
Simpler times. Nick,
the good parties.
What are your two favorite things about the show?
Well, man, I think we already named off like 20 things we love about this movie, but
yeah,
I don't really have anything like two specific things.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm huge into movies that are based on true stories. So, and when they're told well, and this one,
very loosely true, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dramatized based on true events or just kind of a retelling of this guy's story. And obviously, I'm sure certain moments to make it more dramatic happened, maybe not when they happened in this. So I'll just say loosely based, but I just love it. I think it's fun to see the retelling of people's lives and in creative, fun ways. Two other movies that I absolutely love that are, I don't know if I'd say similar to this, because if you want to see more stuff like this, then obviously watch Animal House or Caddyshack. Movies based on true stories that I think are very fun and interesting. You've got, well, actually a movie, I guess, similar to this, you could say Wolf of Wall Street, because that is, 3 hours of pure cocaine.
What is with you and the cocaine? I think you've said the word cocaine more times in this podcast than you have in your entire life. So something's
probably. Well, okay. When you think of Caddyshack, do you not just think of that? Like, I can't think of a good line to write, and so they just take another line.
I mean, yeah, but I don't. I don't know. I guess I don't really think too much about it, like you.
Okay.
Just kind of.
Well, when I say cocaine, I just mean like cocaine fuel.
There it is. Man, I wish I had a dollar for every time you were saying that word, man. I'd be rich.
No, but think about it. I'm trying to think of another word to use, but it essentially propels it. The speed of this, it's very quick paced. And so it's just like you're going from scene to scene to scene, and everything feels like it's moving. It's very fluid. And so like that, I feel like this is a good representation of what it's like to be on that. I don't know, Nick. You don't use cocaine, but this is what I imagine a movie would be like if you were on it.
Probably not too. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Maybe
Still
because
I still wish I had that dollar.
Maybe because I just think it's so funny when people use it. I just think because it's just funny. They're always like,
It is funny.
Super amped. I just love that energy because it reminds me of doing summer sales. Do you remember those summers? Everybody,
I do remember those summers. Everybody was jacked up. You right?
Yeah. Well, they were because they were on like Adderall and other things, but
they were on everything. Anything that would give you a boost, they were on. I didn't know it at first. I didn't know what was going on, and they're like, I was blinded. I didn't think so, and I'm like, wait a minute, like, I knew that game. I know all that stuff, but I was kind of surprised when, everybody was just like, yeah, we're just a bunch of drug addicts around here. And we just get amped up all day and we just knock doors. Yeah. I'm just like,
and you get such a high from those cells. And so it's like, it sometimes would be like moments of pure ecstasy because they were just like making lots of money and then doing lots of drugs.
I'm just almost like regretting that I didn't. I'm just wondering how good I would have been if I was like that too.
In between doors, just take a line.
Not even that, just like anything to give me a boost. If I was taking any of those things that they were taking, that all the good ones were taken, I probably would have been the best on the freaking team. Because I was good, without that stuff. But with it, supercharged.
And then, the two movies I forgot to mention, they were Bernie and Polka King. Very good movies, both by Jack Flick.
Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
Oh my gosh, we should do Weekend at Bernie's.
Nick, any nitpicks? Cricket.
I was hoping that you were gonna. So for that part, you have to play crickets.
I mean, maybe a little bit too much. However, that's part of the story.
So at that the part where I paused, you gotta sink in some crickets. Cricket. I did that pause to give you an opportunity to do that.
To throw in some cricket sounds.
Throw in some crickets. I expect to hear those crickets.
I'm trying to think of anything else. As far as recommending, as long as vulgar or inappropriate humor doesn't bother you, because that's
does it bother you? Does it eke you a little bit? Irk you?
No, it should, but it doesn't. Because think about the man who made Caddyshack and Animal House and think what kind of humor that was, and just imagine the life behind that man. Then I can't believe some of these. There was the amazing segment in this. I just have to mention when they're going through and he's like, Disney is suing us, and he's just talking about every single person that's trying to sue them.
That part was hilarious. Yeah.
It was so good. Great montage. I love a good montage.
Whose idea? It was your idea. You said if we put the on, it would be all right.
Yeah, there's some great moments. I loved, because artistically speaking, there were some moments like when he broke up with his wife, or
he was definitely cheating with the girl.
Yeah, and
that was obvious.
And the retelling of that in comic strips, I thought was very clever and creative. There's lots of moments like that. I just thought was very fun. Yeah, Nick, do you recommend it?
Yes.
And Nick, what have you seen lately, and what are you looking forward to? Or do you have any final thoughts about the movie?
No final thoughts, and nothing lately.
Really? Nothing?
Just been watching news, man, and when I have been home, with the whole situation going on, I've just been glued to the news. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, with Russia and stuff.
Yeah. I just like these people, man. I hope they can fend them off. It's terrible. But I've been watching it, praying about it, hopefully it all works out. But
yeah, world's gone crazy. This was probably a nice break to watch something funny.
It was actually. I almost forgot, but yeah. How about you? You seen anything lately? You gonna go see the new Batman movie? You geeking about that?
I did. I bought tickets already. I'm gonna go see it.
Oh, do other people get? They're like, "Hey man, you excited to see the new Batman movie?" I'm like, I didn't even know there was a Batman movie coming out. What the heck?
Well, it's been the trailer was dropped like almost 2 years ago or something like that.
And I probably watched it 2 years ago when you sent it to me. You're like, oh man, this new Batman movie gonna come out. You think I'm gonna remember that from 2 years ago?
I know. It's because of COVID. They've held it off forever.
I heard some about that. I think, yeah. Maybe now.
So
okay then.
I'm optimistic. I'm hoping it's good. I'm also like I'm kind of because I've waited so long, I'm like, I don't even know how I feel anymore about it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was watching some news stuff too.
Did you get the best seats in the theater?
Best seats?
Did you get the best seats in the theater?
I hope so. Cameron bought tickets, so.
Oh, you looked it up to him?
Yeah, I rewatched Nebraska. Great freaking movie. Yeah, I didn't watch a whole lot other. I've also been watching the news, just little segments of things going on. It's crazy. You'd have to give me an update because I don't know the most recent stuff, but...
Well, I don't really know what's going on today, man. I haven't watched it yet today. I'm kind of like needing to get on that.
Yeah, you got straight. All right, well, I'll let you get to it, but I think that's everything we have for you guys today. As far as this one goes, I would eventually love to review Caddyshack and Animal House. I don't know, do you like those movies? I think they're hilarious.
Let's watch them.
It just, the hairdos, the style, just totally reminds me of my parents. Just that era. That's so funny. I love... Maybe that goes too far back. Does that go further past our parents? No, it doesn't, right? Because Caddyshack...
Our parents would have been,
living that time.
70s, 80s. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
probably earlier than that. I don't know.
So just the style and like you said, there's such a difference when you don't have like cell phones now, because just how people interact with each other and how they're always around, it's just different dynamic not having a phone. All right, that's everything, guys. Peace.
Bye.